Hello, group members. Good morning, and we're here today to finally make the video that I've been waiting for about WordPress art gallery store. This is an e-commerce site to sell art. So, we are going to go to WordPress. I'm gonna go to my site really quick. I have the Dashlane program to log me in. Now this program will log you in automatically and it's free. For more information go to dashlane.com, and here we go. I'm gonna go really quick to my WordPress for this project. As you can see, Dashlane is logging me in automatically. Okay, so here we go. I'm not gonna save the password to the browser. This is a new feature from Google Chrome. You can save all your passwords in your browser. I don't know if it will save them to your cloud or whatever. I don't trust it. So anyways, okay, so here I'm at the new website that I'm gonna be building. It's called artbypia.com. Now I have installed the Aveda theme. Avada, Cosa Nostra. Okay, and I have installed an under construction sign. As you can see, the picture is kind of pixelated. It's a full image. It's about 1920 pixels by 500. This is a template page for now. So the first thing that I'm gonna do, I'm going to reset this to how it should look like with a fresh install of WordPress without any templates. That way we can start at the same page. So I'm going to, if you're new to WordPress, okay, here we have the dashboard, and these are the templates that I installed. Settings. Okay, these are some settings. This is some information about the builder, and this is all software software links for these templates. Then you have posts. I don't use them. You can use posts, but because there is a lot of bots going around spamming the comments on the post, a lot of people have stopped using posts. For this purpose, I'm not gonna use posts because most of my posts are done on Facebook or Google Plus, and I keep everything over there as a blog. In terms of a blog, many people just keep that page as a blog instead of making a blog on WordPress. We're using more WordPress as a content management system or e-commerce platform. Media is where all your pictures go. Pages is where you're gonna create your pages. Comments, don't worry about that. Portfolio, we're not gonna worry about this right now. We're not gonna worry about that. Contact form, we'll get to that. I have to reset this first, so let me go to templates, and I'm gonna take that template off, see if I can revert. Okay, this is activated. So when you get a WordPress installed for the first time, most likely you're gonna have the 2015, 2014, or the 2016. I believe that's a new one. I'm gonna activate the 2015 or 14. Either way is good. I'm gonna activate that one. It's activated. It should be activated. Okay. So the WordPress theme looks something like this. You're gonna have some links here and some information, the hello world. Um, right now, since I have a slider going around in the background, it's giving me this error. Um, anyways, the first thing I'm going to do is install some plugins that I'm going to need for the purpose of this site running properly and to build it properly. Um, I'm gonna go over a few more details here on the dashboard really quick. This is the WooCommerce is installed already. I'm gonna deactivate that. Okay, let's see here. There's some updates. Okay, I need to go to plugins. So I deactivated the template, but some of the things still look like they're active in the background. I'm gonna see if I can deactivate everything at once. Okay, that's done. I'm gonna go back to the dashboard. I want to go back to the settings and I want to go to permalinks. This here is important. You want to have this on, let's see, post name, because we're gonna name the page. Since we are naming the page, we want to have it on post name, and it will here put the name. Let me save the changes on that. I'm gonna go to, let me see, general really quick. Okay, here under settings, reading, you have to change the setting from your latest post to a static page, and the front page is going to be selected to home page. Now you probably haven't created a home page yet, so I'm going to put it back to your latest post, and I'm going to save that. I'm trying to revert here everything that I did so we can have it more like you probably have it on your end. Okay, the slider error went away. It looks pretty much now like it's under my posts. Okay, so it should look something like this. Now let's move on to templates. I'm gonna pick up a template. I'm gonna create. We're gonna install the plugins, and we're gonna create the menu after that. So it doesn't matter what template you're using. Now I'm using the Aveda theme, and the Aveda theme has e-commerce, which is lets you accept credit cards online through the WooCommerce platform and the PayPal plugin. So to install the plugins, we're gonna go through a list. Now before we install the plugins, we're gonna really quick install the theme. Now I want you guys to pick a theme. If you want the Aveda theme, you can check the link on my YouTube channel, and there you will have, I'll pull up my YouTube channel really quick. I'm gonna put the link here for the I'll show you the link really quick for the template that I'm gonna be working with, and I believe it's here, and I'm going to look for the link. It's not on my first video, it's on the second video. Yeah, here it is. I'm gonna show more, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna zoom in really quick, and there is a link, themeforest.net. I'm gonna zoom in quick. You can pause it right now and copy the link. Also, you can go to my group on Facebook, International Artist Group. There is a link. I'm gonna zoom in on that really quick. Well, I can't zoom in on that actually. Okay, so there is a link, facebook.com/groups/120438105483. Okay, so we are going back to WordPress, and I'm gonna activate the theme. Okay, and my theme is registered. I'm gonna activate some plugins that are for the theme necessary: the Fusion Builder and the Fusion Core. The Fusion Builder is all your tools, and the Fusion Core has something to do with that. I don't know everything, I don't know the code in it, but I can just tell you that it's necessary for it to work. I'm gonna activate it. Okay, let me go here to the theme options of the Aveda theme. Okay, and these are the settings for the theme. As you can see, it's a very professional, put together theme with a lot of tools and options. Now you have settings for the theme, they're all different. This one is a little bit long, it might be a little bit confusing. If you have this theme installed already, please go to the Fusion Builder elements, which is the last one. All the stuff should have the plus sign. That's looking good. The advanced, the theme features, everything should be on. Developer mode, because we're all developers here. Make sure everything on mobile is on. You want it to work on mobile. That's the whole purpose why we bought the theme in the first place. Okay, and it's saved. Let's save it again. Okay, settings, save. Let's go back to the site. Okay, the theme is active, and it will say blog here. That's because our site is set to the blog page. Now I'm gonna go to the settings, to reading, and I'm gonna change this to a static page, to home page. Now you might not have a home page, so let's see the pages that we have. And I'm going to delete all these. We're gonna start fresh from scratch. Move all the trash. Okay. And I'm gonna go to the my theme, to the plugins of the theme. Go to your theme and see if there are any plugins that you have to activate. Alright, I need these two which are already active. I'm not gonna use the layer slider, I'm gonna use the revolution, because we're gonna do some animation. We're gonna use the WooCommerce. Now this install here of this plugin is gonna create some pages. It's telling me to update. And then the contact form 7, there was an update for that plugin. And I'm gonna activate the contact form 7. We'll go through the list next. Okay, so I have these plugins ready. Okay, let's go back to the site. I want to see what it looks like. Okay, we're still on the blog. So now, since we're still on the blog, I'm gonna go to pages. If you don't know how to create a page, let's take care of that right now. It's not finding any pages because I deleted them. So I'm gonna restore the pages for the WooCommerce because it didn't create them again, because probably already created. So we're gonna just restore that. When you install WooCommerce, if you look for the WooCommerce under plugins, and I'll show you really quick. Add new. Let's see here what comes up. WooCommerce. And here's a few. I'm gonna go to the plugins on my template and I'm gonna show you. This is what it looks like. Okay, so you're looking for this logo, for the WooCommerce logo. Now let's see. Let's click on popular here. Okay, it's giving you different. Okay, there it is. You see, it gave you the one that most people use, which has more than 1 million active installs, which is a lot. This is the one that you're actually looking for. Okay, I made a mistake in the typing. It's all together. So if I type this all together, it should pop up under search results, and there it is. So how you type the stuff, it has an impact on what it's going to give you in return. You want to make sure you're getting the right plugins. Some of them look alike. Okay, so I have the WooCommerce installed, and let me look at the plugins that I have installed. I don't want to confuse you here. Okay, so the Fusion Builder, the Fusion Core comes in with my template. The Slider Revolution comes in with my template. The WooCommerce comes in with my template. You can probably install it by looking for it. It might work with your template if it's compatible. Now, the WooCommerce PayPal Express Checkout Gateway. I have this. Now I need to look. I'm gonna look for that plugin first, the PayPal plugin, because that's an important plugin that we need to be able to take credit cards. Now I don't remember the exact name, because like I said, there are different plugins, and some of them look alike, and the only way to make sure you have the right plugin is to check it by the name. Okay, let me try to log into this other website I'm working on. I know I installed it here, so I'm gonna check for that plugin here because it's already working. Okay, you see it's called PayPal for WooCommerce. Now I used this before and it works great. So let's go back to your WordPress. I have this WooCommerce PayPal Express Checkout Gateway. It's a different plugin. I'm gonna delete this one. And I'm gonna look for the PayPal. I'm gonna copy and paste to make sure I got the right spelling. PayPal for WooCommerce. But first you have to click Add New. Okay, PayPal for WooCommerce. Yeah, this looks like the one. PayPal for WooCommerce. Now don't get confused. You have the WooCommerce here, but this is not the PayPal plugin. This is the WooCommerce. That's why they're putting them together, because they work as a team. I'm gonna activate the plugin. Okay, there it is. PayPal for WooCommerce. Okay, so far we got the template, tools, the core, the processing for the credit cards, the slider. This slider does animation, and the WooCommerce store is where all the settings for the store and the pictures and the different store items. We'll get to that later. So we have that. So now I need another plugin. It's called the WP Super Catch. The damn catch. Okay, let's see here. Add new. This will delete the memory in the browser when you're working after you do an update. Sometimes you do an update on your website and you go to the site and nothing happens because the browser is catching the old update or the last version of what you had in the browser, so it's saving that into the memory. So this will reset that, will delete that. That way anytime you make an update and you refresh it, you go and your update is visible. Okay, so we have the super catch for the updates, and we need the Yoast CEO. CEO, we love that. I need to go quick because I'm 25 minutes into this video and I don't want to keep it too long because it'll take forever to upload to YouTube, and I mean forever, like 6 hours. Alright, so now we have the Yoast CEO, very important. Okay, let's install this one. I'm gonna go really quick through the plugins here and activate everything really quick. Install it and activate it, and then we'll go down through the list. Okay, this is important, the app draft. This is to back up your site. This is something that I'm doing now for my customers. I back up the site to their Dropbox, which gives you up to 5 gigs of free memory space. And here you see the Dropbox restore, but we're looking for AppDrop plus WordPress plugin background. Then we'll link that to Dropbox. This has over 1 million active installs, and it works. In case you update your theme and your website disappears and you get an error telling you that your website has a fatal error somewhere. Okay, so let's go down through the list. You're looking for the contact form 7. Here I'm gonna show you. You should be able to find it under add new. Look for contact form 7. I've seen it before. Some themes have it included in their package. It has over 1 million active installs. Contact form 7. Use it. It's good. It's wise. Okay, so let's go back to plugins. Look for the contact form 7, install it. I have my Fusion Core builder, PayPal for WooCommerce, Slider, the Updraft Plus backup and restore, the WooCommerce, the Super Catch, and the CEO by Yoast. And let's see what else. CEO backup. Okay, we're gonna do the SumoMe plugin. Add new. There it is. We want a crown. I'll show you really quick what the plugins are on my other site. Here I'm translating this site. This is more advanced for advanced WordPress users. But this SumoMe plugin that I installed, it brings up this pop-up here that asks you for your email address. Now the email address goes into your WordPress site and it saves the email address, so you can build a customer list. Now this is in the WordPress. I'm not logged in right now, but this is what the SumoMe looks like. It's free. You can upgrade to the pro version. It's good. It has all kinds of goodies in it. We're gonna go later through it, but just to give you a brief description of what it is, I'm more interested on this pop-up here, so people can sign up to my services. And this is another useful plugin. It has the sharing options here in the side. What I like about this is as you scroll down the site, it stays there, so you can see it all the time. You don't have to be looking for it. It's right there, and when you click on it, it automatically takes you to your WordPress, or whoever's WordPress that is looking at the content. Obviously, in this case, it's taking me to my Facebook to share it. Now anybody can share it, and you have these options for Google, Pinterest, and Twitter. I would like to see my LinkedIn here. I'm gonna see how do I can add LinkedIn. I'm not so worried, so concerned with Pinterest. Uh, it would be nice to have LinkedIn and maybe Pinterest, both of them all together. But I have to look through the settings to edit the way this looks here. Alright, let's go back to the plugins that we are doing, and let me click on the plugins really quick. So we have the SumoMe installed. Did we? SumoMe activate. And all these plugins have some new updates. Okay, this update for the slider revolution, I don't think I need it. For some reason it takes me to another vendor. I already have it. Okay, let's see. This is good. This is good. It's activated. It's activated. It's activated. This one needs. This was configured. Okay, this one needs to be configured. That's okay. Let's see what the configuring is for this. Just make sure the website is loading up properly, that you don't get an error. You should still see the blog page here. This is where your posts come up. Alright, let's take a look at more plugins here. Okay, we have the SumoMe Slider Revolution. We don't need that. We don't need that. We need this, the really simple captcha. This is for the contact form, so people need to make sure that they're human. Yeah, we don't want non-humans. And I'll show you really quick what that means. If you go to any contact page, maybe you have gone to a contact page on a website somewhere, and you get the contact form. This is the contact form 7, and then this here is the captcha. So the person has to click in there to make sure that they're not, a bot, and that's to avoid spam. And I have here your server is configured to show files. Okay. Let's see. I have a plugin error or something that has to be fixed. I'm gonna log out, see if I don't like things popping up. There's an update here. Updates are great, but they also can mess up your site. Okay, this is the new update for the beta theme. I don't want to do that, at least not yet. Let's go back to the plugins and try to finish this. I'm running out of time. Alright, plugins. So what happened? We didn't do this. Okay, super cache is disabled. Let me fix that really quick. Okay, this is what the problem is. You have to when you go to settings of the WordPress super cache, you have to click inside caching on recommended and just update the status. That's what it means by the settings. So it can work. It has to be on this setting. Alright, let me go back to plugins. Where my plugins are. Okay. Going back to plugins, we are 37 minutes into the video, and okay, we have the contact form 7. Here's the list. You can pause the video. Remember to back up your site. We're gonna do that. The zoom on me, the pop-up, the WooCommerce, the super cache to delete the updates, the browser history, so your update can be visible. Sometimes it fails. We have the SEO by Yoast, very important. Contact form 7. Let's look for the really simple CAPTCHA for all you spammers out there. Shame on you. Okay, here it is. Really simple CAPTCHA. Let's install it now. Okay, just activate it. Always when you install a plugin, activate it. Once you activate it, go to your site. See if your site's still loading up. If it doesn't load up, that means that your template is not compatible with that plugin. So what you have to do is just go back and look for the dashboard. Go to your dashboard, go to plugins, and just take it out and delete it. That's the easiest way to fix that bug. Alright, so we have the CAPTCHA. We're gonna download the POWR hit counter. That gives you a free hit counter on your site. We'll get to that later. POWR, they made some changes. Over 9,000 downloads. I'm gonna activate it. And again, like I said, go to your site, see if it's loading up. If it's loading up, that means that everything went fine. I already work with this plugins, and I already have worked with this template, and this template, $60. It's pretty awesome. The template, everything that it has, all the features that it has, and the tools for $60, and it works pretty well with all these plugins. It's compatible with also the other site that I'm doing to make a multi-language site, and they're all free, which is awesome. Alright, so we have that plugin for the counter, so you can give me a counter. Right now it's not visible. Let me show you a site that is visible so you can see what it looks like. This is another site that I worked on. I'm gonna go all the way down to the bottom, and here you can see the counter. In this page has been viewed 3,772 times. Now this is a free plugin, but if you can pay a small fee and get this thing removed. That's what it does when you subscribe. It removes this little icon here. When you click on that, it goes to the site. It doesn't bother me. It still shows the number it records the hits. That way you have an idea of what kind of traffic you're getting. And let's go back here to the plugins. Let's make sure the site is loading. Okay, it's loading fine. Let's go back to plugins. Let's try to finish the plugins. Okay, so we have the counter. We have the PayPal for WooCommerce. There is a patch for Revolution slider, but this is old. This is 2.4. I think that was back in the day. I already have that, and we don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need that. The Instagram feed we might use later for the blog. Okay, we need this one. Google Analytics. I'm missing a plugin here. Google Analytics by Monster Insights. Is that what I have? Let me check here my site. I'm missing some plugins here, and there are some plugins that are not needed. So I'm gonna log out of this one. I don't need this anymore. Let me check my other site plugins. What I'm doing here, I'm taking the best plugins and I'm combining these plugins into this other site. Okay, this one is the one that I want. Google Analytics dashboard for WordPress, and then I need this one too, and then we might translate this site later. We're gonna download this. Not sure we need it, but I want it for the editor, for the visual editor. Alright, let's look for the tiny mice. This is for the editor. Now the editor is where you put your where you make your posts or the content. This helps to have a better integration of the. And what, it's not around anymore. Oh, no, 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 upload plugins. I said add new. Okay, let's see. Okay, it looks like this plugin is no longer around. It might not be around. Let's try this one more time. And there it goes. You see, I copy and paste, and for some reason it didn't pull it up. Okay, it's right here. Tiny Mice Advanced. That's what I had. Alright, let's install this really quick. We're hitting the hour. We have 47 minutes of this video, so we need to finish this now. We have 10 minutes left. Alright, I'm gonna activate the Tiny Mice Advance. Go back to the plugins. We have this one. The Instagram feed we're not gonna do yet. That's for the blog. If we do a blog, I'm gonna get this G-Zip Ninja speed compression. This is gonna make. It's supposed to make the site faster. Which is good. We want the site to be as fast as possible because of the slider. This is the one that you guys want. G-Zip Ninja speed compression. Where's my coffee? Okay, let's activate this plugin. And our next one on the list is the Google Analytics dashboard for WordPress. There it is. Over 1 million active installs. We're gonna activate it. Alright, now let's go to the site, make sure it's still loading up, no errors here. Okay, so let's go back to the plugins. I think we're almost done. I think we are done. I'm going to also install the Easy Updates Manager. This plugin is going to block any updates any automatic updates. You can configure this to block the updates. That way you have control of the updates when you want to do the updates. Sometimes an update disables your WordPress and you get a fatal error, and we will get to some of these errors. Alright, let's go through the list. Okay, so these are all the plugins that I'm gonna be working with. We have the contact form 7, might be included on your installation of the Aveda theme. If not, you can look for it by its name, contact form 7. You can about these plugins, if you need additional videos how to use them or just more information about the settings, you can always look for the name of the plugin on YouTube, and you will find plenty stuff there. Okay, here's the list. Contact form 7, easy updates manager. This is to manage your updates. If your updates are on automatic mode and it's messing up your WordPress site, it happens a lot, you can block the updates or manage your updates with the manager. Then we have our template Fusion Builder, Fusion Core requirements. We got the Google Analytics dashboard for WordPress. We got the gzip Ninja Speed Compression for a faster website. The PayPal for WooCommerce, make sure you have that one. The POWR hit counter to keep a track on how many hits we're getting on our pages. The CAPTCHA plugin, and you can pause this video and just simply look at the name and search it under plugins if you don't have it. The slider revolution slider might work on your template. They sell it by itself also. You don't need to buy the template, the Aveda template for $60 to have the slider revolution, but if you get the Aveda theme, you get the revolution slider with it. I think it goes for like $15 by itself or something like that. Then we have the Sumami to build list. It's a list builder for clients. We have the Tiny Mice Advance, which is for the editor. We'll get to that later. The Updraft Plus, backup and restore, to back up your site in case your site does crash, you do get an error or something, and you can rescue your site if you can log in back to your backend or to your dashboard here. You will be able to rescue it. You have to have a Dropbox account. We're gonna go through the settings on our next video as we go and we build the menu first. The WooCommerce is installed, and the WordPress Super Catch, very important, install that, and the Yoast, very important too. Alright, so now I would like to back this up to save all this. Before that, let me make sure the site is loading up correctly and is working fine. We have all our plugins, so what I want to do now is I want to back up this site to the website, which is Dropbox. So you wanna click on Dropbox here. What is it doing? Is it doing anything? Okay, click a check mark on the email. You want to get an email every time you back up your site, and you want to update, you want to back up the plugins, the theme, the uploads, everything has to be checked up. Boom. Alright, now we want to link the Dropbox. When we click the Dropbox, this opens here. Save changes. Now what I want to do is link this to Dropbox. Let me click on Dropbox again. You have to click here. You have to confirm that you wanna update this to Dropbox. Apparently it did confirm. Let me send a quick text here to Pia, will help me. Let me ask her. Please check your email. Hotmail account. It looks like the plugin connected to the email, because this account has the email address already in file, so it might have connected and confirmed. Now everything looks to be connected. I'm going to let me just check my email to make sure it's not my email, because I don't think it can connect that way. Or I don't want to update the wrong site to my account. I mean another site to my account, because I already have my account with another site. So okay, so it looks like it did okay. So I'm backing up the site to the Dropbox now that I have all the plugins installed, and once this is finished, I'll show you what it looks like. It shouldn't take too long because the website is empty. Okay, so the backup was done. So just in case, let's go to the site. It's still loading. It's back to the dashboard. For any reason that your site doesn't load up and you were able to log in, because sometimes you can log in to your dashboard, to the back panel here. So if you were able to log in and you're inside your dashboard and your website is not loading, but you were able to log in, or you installed a plugin and it crashed and you're still able to go back to the dashboard, you have to uninstall that plugin that made a crash. If you don't know what it is, just go to the Updraft Plus the link and current status backup now, or existing backups, and click on restore, and that should restore site to how it was. Okay, and our next step is going to be to make the pages. These pages here that I have are pages from my WooCommerce installation. We're gonna go over these pages later. As you can see the seal by Yoast that I installed right here. It's not on the green. We'll get to that later. And then the analytics is right here, which is good to have too. We'll go over that later. Alright, and she's replying to me back from WordPress, and I will tell her I back um, site was saved on Dropbox. So it's a backup from Dropbox. Now, I had, and maybe many people have this happen to them, that you get a site, maybe the domain name, for some reason you lose the domain name, and you lose your site. Now, because this site is on Dropbox, in theory, if you reinstall WordPress in another server and you install this program and you link it to Dropbox, you should be able to bring back the site to a new host. I haven't tried it myself. I haven't tried it myself yet, but it could happen. It's good to have it backed up at Dropbox just in case something happens. Maybe you can get it back. Alright, let's go back to the site. This is still on the blog page, and our next video is gonna be on how to make the menu. Alright, thanks for watching. See you on my next video.